I used to love watching Sunday afternoon matinee movies when I was a kid on black and white TV in Griffith, New South Wales. And I loved the movie called Gidget Goes Hawaiian and thought, wow, when I grow up, I'm going to go to Hawaii. And then one night on January the 14th, 1973, there was on TV, there was a concert done by Elvis called Aloha from Hawaii, and it was telecast live from Hawaii, from Honolulu. And I watched that just because it was from Hawaii and thought, oh well, Elvis should be good. Anyhow, I was just blown away by that concert and I became an Elvis fan on the spot. He has a charisma and he has a love of people, and I think that love comes through in his songs. It comes through in the people that he knew and lived with him and worked with him, and those people then bring that out as well when they meet the fans nowadays. But I think the charisma and love he had for people, he was so generous with all the money he had and the things he had. He was always giving things away. I've been a few times to parks. The first time I went, I wasn't that keen to go because I thought, oh, it'd be just a heap of people dressed up as Elvis, probably fat people in white suits. And I thought, there's no way I was into that. I didn't want to do that. But anyhow, girlfriends persuaded me to go, said, just come and see what it's like. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just like a big fancy dress party. The shops, the shop girls all dress up as Priscilla's, and you know, people dress up as Elvis. It's fancy dress rather than people thinking they're Elvis and being odd. In parks we met a famous photographer called Ed Banja. He took the photos in the 70s of all the 70s concerts, the Aloha concert. We just walked around parks with Ed Banja and went to dinner with him. And I've bought a few of his big photographs of the 1970s Elvis. There's one of Elvis in a white suit, and Ed told us that the story of that was that they were on an aeroplane between concerts, and Elvis had just come out of the restroom on the plane, and Ed put his camera up and went to take a photo, and then thought, oh, maybe that was invading his privacy, and Elvis said, oh, for goodness sakes, take the photo. So that was the story of that photograph, which I thought was very special. I'm a piano player and I do that as a profession, and one of my favourite people is Hardin, and he was actually the piano player in the 70s when Elvis was in Las Vegas, and also the Aloha from Hawaii concert. And he is a lovely man, and I've sat and taught piano with him many times. And yeah, all of that is just so special. He's, you know, like Can't Help Falling in Love. He does an introduction, and he's written it down for me so I can do that too. And yeah, really, really wonderful.